So we've got to change the batteries on our one button Rover Metro key fob. So I just thought I'd do a little video just covering how that's done. It's quite a worn key fob. It was like that when we got it, but it continues to work. And I think it's about the third set of batteries we've changed. So actually, in the whole scheme of things, the batteries last a fair length of time. It takes two of these batteries. What we always do is get a spare set, which we've done. So these set go in the hand control, and we keep a spare set in the car, so if they ever go flat you can quickly add them in. So I'll just hold them up there so you can see the code on those. A fairly straightforward thing to do. Now this is quite a rare key fob, the single button type, as you'll find that most of the key fobs on Rover cars and the Metros will be a bit like this one, which we call the two button type. We've just got it marked green for open, red for closed. But as I say, this one's a lot rarer, so I thought I'd cover this one and let you see how it's done. So the first thing to do is to open it apart. So all you need is a little screwdriver and gently prise it apart, and the back comes off, revealing the circuitry and of course the batteries. These are quite difficult to get out, so what I always do is use something that's non-conducting so you can't short anything out, and just use that to gently push the battery through so that they can come out and gently ease them out, remembering which way they came out so you can put them back the same way as there is two batteries. So that one is the code side up, and so is the second battery. What we always try and do, these are Duracell, which are fairly good make. We've found in the past if you buy cheap makes, then they don't always last as long, so we find it better to get a good battery and know it's going to last long, which isn't always the case. Not always when you buy good quality brands they last any better, but with the batteries we find that is tend to be the case. So these batteries, like many, have got a little protective seal on them, so that needs peeling off. Right, so what I normally do is then give them a little wipe over the cloth, because you've been touching them, to get any sort of fingerprints and any sort of grease off of them. And then, as you can see down here, the old batch I've kept in exactly the way they were, both with the pluses facing up. So that's what we do with these. Check they're the same code just to make sure, which is a CR2016, and they're a CR2016. Just to make sure, and I'll just hold that up for you there. Hopefully you can see that. And then it's just a case of sliding them back into the little carrier, making sure the little plastic guard goes in to the side as well. And that's the new batteries in. Just a case now of putting the backing back on, and then checking that it works. As you can see, it now works, whereas before the light was hardly coming on and very faded. So that's also confirmed that it is the batteries, and always the first port of call. Now when you I suppose, code it back into your car. You're not really coding it back in, but because the batteries have been out, it sometimes takes 3, perhaps 4 pushes for the buttons to open, for it to re-pick the rolling code up. That's the word I was looking for, the rolling code. And then it should work all fine. So hopefully, if you've got one of the single button remotes on your Metro, slightly more rarer than the 2 button, then that's how you change the batteries, and they're the code for the batteries you'll need for that hand control as well. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and of course don't forget to visit our Instagram and Twitter page here at the DPN Rover Car Collection.